Welcome back. You're still with the full view in your sports news. South African teams are not running short of support on the stands in Italy, despite competing thousands of kilometres away from home. Several parents have also travelled with their kids who are participating in the 6th edition of the International Tricolour Games in Reggio Emilia in Italy. Our reporter Sifiso Ramara and cameraman Herbert Memela filed this report.
The games in Italy are in full swing. The South African teams have been very competitive in most sporting codes and their supporters are impressed. Deepika Behari is a parent from Pretoria who decided to take time off from work to come and support her son. Behari started planning for the trip in May and it did not come cheap.
I've travelled a long way to get here, to support my son, to support Gauteng and South Africa. My son has played basketball for a while and I'm here to support him all the way from South Africa.
The 16-year-old Pretoria Boys High School grade 11 pupil was ready to impress.
All the love? Yeah. It's a blessing because it's here that shows support. She came all the way from South Africa to here to show support here.
Also at the match was this family that relocated to Italy from Roodepoort, west of Johannesburg, 10 years ago. Kiara and her brother Tristan were still kids when their family moved here.
I had two very bad experiences with crime, and so because we had family living here already, we thought let's try it, and so we moved here. The idea was to try it for 1 year. And we found work. My children started to learn the language. They went to school, and as we saw with time that we settled in, we decided to stay.
But their loyalty is still intact because they still have a strong South African connection.
Well, when it comes to sports, depending on what kind of sport, for rugby, I'm a Springbok supporter, so I'll always support the Springboks. But I suppose if Bafana plays, provided they can get a good goal scorer, then I'll support them as well.
Because my friends are playing, but even in general, I'm South Africa all the way because I want South Africa to always win. Yeah, so my heart is in South Africa for sure.
After a nervy start in the match against hosts Italy, the South African boys basketball team clawed its way back and led 36-33 halfway through the match. But Italy went on to win 72-62. Sifiso Ramara, SABC News, Reggio Emilia, Italy.